What's going on, Herd? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Pretty good outcome with the first episode of this one, so we're going to be moving on to another one. Reacting and reviewing. Get off my phone, damn it! Reacting and reviewing to the fan base's created drift tracks. Hopefully you guys enjoy this series. If you do, remember to leave a like down there so I know you do enjoy, and comment something positive below. Before we get started here, guys, I just want to ask you, please go check out my new channel, Black Sheep Lifestyle. We are going to be covering a lot of cool things. If you've been on Black Sheep TV since like month 1, you may already know about this. This was a channel I tried to start a while back, and Black Sheep TV was just demanding all of my time. I've finally found some opportunities to make some videos that I really want to show. Some of the old videos are still out there. I did delete some of them that just aren't going to be fitting to the new genre here. Dirt bikes, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, lifted trucks, all of that stuff. Hell, maybe even some airsoft stuff as we move forward, as I do know a group of people that are playing some big games in the local area. A lot of cool things. Action, live, no video games, just real life stuff. If that interests you at all, guys, please go check that out. Subscribe to the channel and watch those videos. I'm sure a lot of you know that YouTube fights new content creators. It just does not give them views unless you have ads on your channel. I'm nowhere near the ability to have ads on that channel. I need to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So if you guys could do anything over there to help me get that, I will thank you guys gratefully in the future. Now back to the normal scheduled programming. So the Green Run Drift Track by Patience. Now someone made a good point. They said, Black Sheep, you might be reviewing some tracks from that crew you don't like, that you don't affiliate with. That's not the point, guys. It really isn't. I'm not trying to be selfish. Just because people have ruined things for themselves does not mean that they are not good creators or not positive content, you know, not good for the community in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, this isn't about who you are or how you drift. This is about how you create tracks. And that is exactly what we're here to find out. So why can't I get out of my car? God damn it! So the Green Run Drift Track, and we're off. So we did get stanced up. We are up above, far up above, so we are going to have to stance it up in the manner of hitting the bumper. And of course I damaged the dank bumper already. It's hanging off, but who gives a crap? Let's do this thing. Oh my god. And we're off. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Alright, my car is not drifting very well at all. It's sticky, so I'm going to have to respawn one up. Let's do it again. There we go, that's much better. Oh my god. I'm trying to figure out if those were clipping points or not. I don't think they are. I think they're just outer edges. Something weird about this track. I'm not sure what it is. I like how it's put together, but it's like my car does not want a clutch kick up here. So maybe I'm going too slow or something. No, I'm going to try to ride the outside of this track. I want to say those are clipping points that he tried to put in there, but they're tough to hit those. Yeah, my car wants to straighten out up here too. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, those aren't very good clipping points if those are clipping points. So we're not going to focus on those as clipping points. Let's just try to drift this track out normally. Yeah, it's like I can't get up to speed and hold the speed on this track. It's a little bit too short for the Rapid GT or something. I know everybody's like, oh, I made that track and it's not. I've been through this track probably 12 laps now here, and I really cannot link it up very well. Maybe a little bit easier in the Schwarzer to do this one, but of course we're not trying to focus on cars. But it's a little bit too much of a constant, like there exactly. it's not allowing you to get into that speed, and if you are in the speed, you're going to go flying off the corner. I'll show you what I mean. I'll try to keep my speed. See how it's just going to flick you way over to the other side. So, I mean, I gotta kind of hit this track a little bit. I do like how the guy put it together. He didn't inset the actual asphalt blocks here. He didn't inset the black. So, if you get hung up on the corner, you're going to get hung up on the corner. It's going to spin you out. That's one issue. If those are meant to be clipping points, not really the best clipping points. But, again, he did some definite work on there. He really tried to put some time into there to make the clipping points. So I'm ready to give this thing a grade. I'm not that impressed with this one, unfortunately. I do like the track. I wish I liked it more because he did build it more in my style of a drift track, but I can't keep the speed in the Rapid GT without either spinning out or going off the track. Now, if I had a Schwarzer, I think this would be a completely different venue here. I think I would really enjoy it, but again, we're not in the Schwarzer, we're in the Rapid GT trying to give these things grades. So I'm not going to hit it terribly. I think he did do a pretty dang good job on this thing. I'm going to step out and, like I said, I think it could just be slightly larger. Like all the corners and everything slightly larger. It is what it is. It's this guy's style of making it, and I like I said, you got to give credit where credit's due. I will give this thing a 7. I'll give this thing a 7 out of 10. It may deserve more. If I brought a Schwarzer out there, maybe I would enjoy it more. But it's like I'm in first gear for most of the part, and that's just not the best. It does have a really abnormally large jump drift too, like a very large jump drift. But hey, if this is your thing, this is your thing. Gave you the name of it, go check it out. The Highway-ish Drift Track by Giacomo 12. Okay, that's how you get up to the track. All right, gotcha. Let's stance it up down here. Alright, and we are up. Another thing I want to say about that last track is I have a certain style, and you have a certain style, and everybody else has a certain style too. So, needless to say, you may be able to drift that just fine in the Rapid GT. I just have such a set style that I kind of get set on that, and it's tough for me to abandon it. I did try numerous different ways to just hold the drift throughout the entire thing, and I wasn't very successful with it. Okay, what do we have here? Alright, someone watched the Black Sheep tutorials. Okay, that's how we do. I like the tires. That's nice. This gives me a reminiscent feel of one of my tracks, for sure. Definitely. I'm sure he tried to do that. Alright, let's do it. Good first corner. I like that. Sick, I like that as well. Very nice. Oh, a little bit too much speed on that one. That was my own fault, though. Yeah, this is not bad, man. Kind of wondering if I'm going backwards, though. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I might be being a little biased because this is like pretty much a track that I would build for this, like everything. Like the way it's laid, it's all inset down, everything's pretty precise. This is something new I really wouldn't put in there, but I completely get why he did because he's doubling back to this side of the track. I like this track. It supports 30 people. Is the track large enough for 30 people? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends. Of course, even my tracks that I deal for 30 people... Oh, I want to go the other way. Even the tracks that I make for 30 people aren't really meant to hold 30 people on the track at once. So, this is a tough one. Is this going to be the first really high-scoring track? I'm just looking for anything that I could hit it for. Literally, I'm looking for any reason that I could take points off, and I'm really not seeing much. Even like the props that pop up out of the surface like that, they're off the track. They're not really in your way. This isn't that bad. Maybe this could be a little bit better, this little going across thing, but he just used one prop, so he didn't have to waste the props for the rest of the track. I completely get that. Let's say that that's the one thing we can hit him for. Maybe. And that's like a maybe. I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10 on this thing. I really like this. This is definitely a good job, well done here, Jack. Oh, did I mess up a little bit? And with that said, we're going to move right on. Otherwise, I think I could sit on this track for a good probably 35, 40 minutes just drifting around, having a good time. This is a track that I would have in an event, straight up. 9.5 out of 10. Great work here. All right, so we got the Hill Proline Lighthouse, again, by Giacomo 12. All right, well, this one's going to be interesting. Hill Proline Lighthouse. Now, this is actually the job that I seen on the Social Club fan page. Not the fan page, the Black Sheep Drift community page that was published most recently, that I was like, all right, I actually want to kind of go try that out. And then I started looking through. I was like, man, there's a lot of tracks that I wouldn't mind trying out. So consider yourself the one that actually kind of spawned this, not necessarily the idea. I knew I wanted to do this idea, but actually sparked the fire under my ass. Let's say that, huh? Like I said, maybe call me biased, but I definitely enjoy this. Okay, so he's definitely got us going this way this time. Let's hit it up. Okay. Again, that's in the tutorial as well. We got some asphalt and some cement layouts. We got here a little jump drift. Oh, a little aggressive on the jump drift there. Let's take it. Let's take it. So nice little short track. I need to hit that jump drift one more time to see if it's even possible. Yeah, the jump drift I'd put a little bit further back. If you're watching, I'd just put this a little further back. I'd put this maybe in the range of like right in here. And I think you'd really be able to hit that with the right speed and come plopping right over. About right here is where I'd put it. Well, blink, and you'd be able to hit that. A little less aggressive too. Doesn't have to be too much for a jump drift. But this is another good track, Jack. You definitely took some notes. You definitely took some notes, and you definitely put things to use that I really intended people to put to use. He did everything that I could see in here. He does the double tracks. He designates it by color to where you got the one track in cement, you got the other track in asphalt. He's got some cones designating where he wants you to be at. He's got a little jump drift that he's trying to make work, which you can make work if you don't go flying over it. But I'm just saying, if you move it back a little bit further, you don't actually have to even slow down for it. It'll be perfect. I like this track again. Now I have to hit it a little bit for that jump drift, but if he were to fix that, I think that's this could score again in that 9.5 range, maybe even that 10 range. I hate to give anything a 10 just because, you know, we're so early in the series here, but as I said, this thing with a couple little alterations may be perfect. It's a short track again. Let's not lie. It's a short track, but it is supposed to be a Proline track, as he named it. Proline tracks are pretty short. They're meant to just be a quick little area that you're going through, and that's the extent. Now, as you see, we can link this thing pretty dang accurately, pretty consistently. It's another track that I could probably spend some time on here if I really wasn't recording a video. So I'm gonna give this thing a score right away. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. If he did move this jump drift back a little, if he moved it back just a little bit. Other than that, he's got this great little parking area. Definitely reminiscent of the Black Sheep tracks. We like to have that realism factor, and that's definitely what we like. Ebisu is where I stole that idea from, obviously. We're coming up in here. We're going to go take a little look at the track from up in his stage, since he does have it. And he's got the lips as well, so you don't fall off when you're in first person. Great work, Jack. Honestly, great work. 2 in a row, and that was not anticipated. And as I said, this is the track I seen on the Black Sheep Drift community that made me want to start this series. Again, good work done here. MB Plaza Drift Circuit by Just a Skyline. I do know Just a Skyline. I've played with him on many different occasions. He actually was the winner of the Round 1 Pro Line Drift Series at Raton Canyon. So I'm curious to see what he's capable of making, since I've played with him numerous times, and he's never shown me, damn it. Let's check it out. MB Plaza Drift Circuit. I'm not sure what MB stands for, but hey, we're not even asking questions. Now this one may be another high up one where we are not able to actually stance our car normally, but that's going to be alright. We're going to just give her a shot over here. I will say I think it's a pretty cool setting. I've never really thought about building one right in the city like this. He's got it kind of up to where it looks like these buildings are still, you know, level to the floor. If he would have just have like a little bit of a wall right there, that would probably kind of fit the bill even more there. Alright, let's see what we got. Now again, I'm not sure which way we're going here. This might just be a little drift area for the cars. Alright, let's check this thing out. I'm curious. I don't know where the hell I'm going though, that's the issue. I think it's just like go wherever the hell you want. Okay, I see some arrows now. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This is clever. Oh, there's no place to go there. I thought we could double back, but we can't. This is cool. This is cool, Skyline. This is pretty badass. I don't know why you haven't showed me this in the past, goddammit! Holding out. He's holding out. Oh, this is cool. Definitely cool. This is clever, like I said. This is very unique. This is a unique style. This is what we're looking for. If you're practicing drifting, this is maybe one of the best places that you could come to practice drifting. You can pick your line. You can go long. You can go short. You can do circles. If you're just beginning, you can come on over here, do a little single gear drifting around here. I mean, you don't even have single gear. You can clutch kick around these. Try to get them rocking and rolling here. Just like so. Or you can do a little single gear drifting. And we're out. Back on the track. This is very cool, and really, in all honesty, it's so unique that I don't really see a lot that I can hit this on. Is this going to be the first 10 out of 10? This is nice. He's got the details. He's got the action in here. He's got the trees from the actual map. He's utilized some of the actual map. He's got some action up here. Can you actually get up on that? If you could get up in this and use this as your staging place, you know what I'm saying? If you could get up in there and watch people from there, that would be real cool. Maybe I found something I can hit you on there, Skyline. But you may have ran out of props, in all honesty. Yeah, if I could get up on that and like stand up there and be able to watch people drift around. Is there anything that you can do that on? Yeah, I don't see anything that we can actually like stand on and watch, which is something that not only I like, but a lot of people like that. If they get a little burnt out on drifting and want to watch other people drift, they can go and kind of take a seat and watch the whole track, and I think that would be plenty high enough to do it. Alright, I could definitely spend a lot of time on this one too. Listen, if you add in a little thing to get up there, I'm giving this thing a 10 out of 10, but since it's not on there, I'm going to do a 9.5 out of 10 on this thing. A great track, very well done. You can tell a lot of time was spent on this thing. This was not just done over, you know, a little 2-hour period. This thing was put some time into. A perfect spot was found, everything like that. This is badass. Again, I could almost give this thing a 10 out of 10. Probably would give it a 10 out of 10 if I could stand up in that little box up there, or stand up on top of the boxes, something along those lines. That's what would make or break this thing into the top level. Oh, it's already top level, 9.5. Who am I kidding? Alright, back with the fifth and final of this episode here, guys. We got Mirror Track by Tishan23. I'd say probably Tishan23. Mirror Track. Alright, so we're actually at the back in the area that we were on in, I believe it was Dayashi's track. He made one out here. We have already been in this area. We've already been doing this thing. Alright, I'm guessing it's going left instead of right. That's just the way he has it out. Oh no, I see a bump already here. Didn't mess with us too much though. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh my god, that's not what I was expecting. That's not what I was expecting. Let's get back to that one though. So not bad, there's a couple little bumps. I mean, he probably could have taken a little more time in making sure everything was of the same elevation. Looks like he did put some time into this thing though, so I'm not going to cut him short. Yeah, that's the problem with the bumps, is it really, if you're not perfectly on point, it's going to spin you out a lot easier. There we go. Is that how it was intended to be? Not a bad track. I do have to complain a little. Oh, and there we go with the smashing the rear of it. I do have to complain a little bit about the bumpiness. There is quite a bit of bumpiness. Aside from that, it's not bad. There is a little bit of elevation, a little more elevation that I'd like to see. Like, for example, right in here, this lip can really throw people off when they're drifting. They can just grab their car and throw them off, like so. Down here is a little bit more, this is more reasonable. This is kind of more so where you want it. That's about the thickest you really want to place it. And that's kind of where the issue's coming in with the bumps. He's doing some where it's, you know, in the right area. Again, we got some more bumps right there coming in. Also, with this jump drift, you can put one more kind of at the angle of my car right now, and it'll make it a little bit easier to get up and down it, but it's not really that big of a deal. With those things kept in mind, I could probably still give this thing a good 7, maybe even a 7.5. Yeah, I'd say this definitely deserves a 7. Definitely deserves a 7. Like I said, maybe even a 7.5, but I feel definitely comfortable giving it a 7. I feel like if you did fix these couple little issues, you're talking probably an 8, maybe even an 8.5. At least an 8, definitely an 8. It's a short track. There's not a ton going into it. Some of these barriers over here are just like the not quite completely set up perfectly, but again, we're getting a little picky now in this series apparently. Really more so it's the bumps and then the big lip on the track. I would say definitely deserves a 7 out of 10 on this thing. So that is where we're going to end it up. Otherwise, these videos really just carry on and on about me babbling about very little. So I'm not going to do that. I appreciate everybody tuning into this series. Like and comment and subscribe and sharing the videos if you're sharing the videos. If you're not sharing the videos, share the videos, damn it. All right. As always, I hope you all stay happy, stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.